Welcome to Motorsport. It's proudly sponsored by CityVille, your #1 elite sports center, where you have a lot that comes under your week. And of course, I'm going to have a lot to be talked about. And CityVille, they are the prime sponsors of the rally crew of Godfrey Samba, beg your pardon, and then Anthony Mugamba in the Mitsubishi Volume 9. Guess what? It's a time to happen, and of course, we always have it here, mostly. It's here, it's at here, and it ends over here. And others always copy from us. WBS TV, Motorsport. Well, back on CityVille. CityVille is where you have different themes of the night, and of course we have the Rally Rev every first Friday of the month, and of course we always have the Caribbean night that comes on away on Saturday, and of course Radio Active every Friday, and then we have a lot to unpack, and of course the old schools, that is Wednesday, every Wednesday of the week. CityVille is in to stay, and of course I have had the chance to work in at CityVille and had a little talk with the persons under or behind the scheme of CityVille. Welcome to the show. Say, it's nice meeting you.
It's nice meeting you.
Friends, I'm really meeting another fellow FNist who is so much in loving of the motor cars. If I really get into the bumpers of the sport, what has always pulled you on to? Are you a speed merchant? Are you a person who loves go revs down?
Yeah, I love speed. That's true.
That's true.
I love sport.
Okay.
That's second. As a person.
Yeah.
And as CityVille management, we look at sport as an activity that brings people together of different ages, young, old.
Wow. Well, yeah.
So we try to give back to the society, the community, supporting certain sports that bring them together. As I said, I love racing.
Racing. Have you ever gone under wheels and given it a rev count of 7,000 above?
I've done that quite a time, but not in the rally. Like,
Oh, really?
In other cars that don't have cages.
Oh, sure.
Risking my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I go 300, 200, something.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
What is the car you've ever excitedly enjoyed yourself as in trying the revs of the rally drivers?
The SL 350, Mercedes Benz.
What was?
From Kampala to Mbara, I drove 1 hour and 50 minutes.
God, terrific! And I know your crew is now at competition with you, because if a man knows how the speed goes, the rev counts as heavy hard steps on the pedal, then probably the likes of Anthony Mugamba and Godfrey Samba Council, you have a lot to prove. Your sponsor seems to be a speed merchant and he loves much of speed. Well, on the same line of duty, Motorsport is of course your own brand, your own product, as in rally fans and rally FNST. What could be your target as a sponsor? Why did you specifically outline how to step in for a crew of Godfrey Samba under the brand of CityVille?
Yeah, we looked at rally. All rally drivers are good in Uganda.
Yeah, sure.
But Musamba personally impressed me in many things.
Sure, sure.
We discussed it as CityVille management and we said, you know what, let's take on Musamba and we see how it goes. And we don't have to start big. We cannot start going for Hamilton.
Hamilton,
Sponsoring Hamilton. We start with
Mr. the robes of the world, though.
Yeah, and his age is almost in our age bracket. Then we have to also help the young people.
Support them
and push them around.
True, that's well good, and of course he's the manager, he's one of the directors of CityVille. I told you CityVille and these pride persons under the bed, actually they are in bed already with the crew of Godfrey Samba, and of course we WBS, we are all benefiters, as in to the same way. They are proudly sponsoring Motorsport. Start off this very month of August. Run all down the greens, and of course we shall always be probably under the flagship of CityVille to bring you the best around the globe and of course locally. On the same note, you seem to be so impressed with the kind of the sport that is speed and of course CityVille's racing against side. Are you here to stay, or are you just here to give a little bit of the support and run back to your backyard?
No, we're here to stay.
You're here to stay? Oh, wow.
We're here to stay. Samba is our brother.
Yes.
And Rai is our game.
True.
And CityVille is here to stay. So we'll always be there behind him. We'll always be there to sponsor him, support him, support Rai, support any youth, young youth that is trying to step up. So as a team, then we go up.
Oh, yeah. If I may pose a question, what impresses you with the sport as Motorsport? What impresses you, apart from telling me you love speed?
If there's one thing I love most is when someone is fast and maintain speed and accuracy,
oh wow.
you look at the rugby guys.
The rugby guys, yes,
they are strong and heavy,
yes,
but they're extremely fast. That impresses me. If you go behind the wheel and you are fast and steady and accurate, that impresses me.
That impresses you. Even if you happen to have found one racing on the road, you would even step aside and see it go. Oh God!
Anyone can drive as fast as you can.
Oh really?
But then how are you driving?
So
that's why I'm doing it.
That is all, because we have a lot on the road that are coming our way. And guess what? Cityville is sponsoring us out into the Mountain of the Gold rally that is going to have their crew competing against other their Rwanda counterparts. And other crews coming from the west of the country, our neighbors Kenya, and of course Rwanda, the hosts are also having crews that are going to be participating in the 5th round of the ARC 2016. Luckily enough, Kenyan is Don Smith is still proudly leading the chart by over 70 points, and of course followed by the youngster Justice Singh, the former champion, is out to prove his best as in his struggles to get a win back into his backyard, that's in Zambia. And of course we're going to have some Ludi Katzenhanda, that's one of the outstanding stars who have stayed to give a rev up to all the country. And well, sorry interjecting in over there because the sport is all about excitement, and you always see how much the big crowds always running down to the arenas where these guys go racing. And even in the villages, Kampala guys hit the road and always go to mess up the villages. When I look at who are the guys, yes, you love speed. Who are the idols in the sport that probably you would say, if I happen to have the money much above my earning, I would love to try what so did.
Yeah, I love some ride drivers in Uganda, like there's Desh Kananura, he's my personal friend.
Oh, really?
Driving.
Oh, sure.
I love Sebubuzi,
Ronald, yeah.
Mangati.
So,
there's Biona.
Ambrose, Munyeto.
Yeah.
And of course, when you talk of Munyeto, I know he's now countering us back home.
Yeah, so.
Oh, yes.
He's funny, he's good.
He's good, yeah.
Yeah, so then Nsamba being my number one,
yes.
I can't forget him, that's why.
He's actually in to give him a rest. You're into. Actually, you've had it, Godfrey. Big up to you. You guys are the Avaluna. I know now, this time no excuses. The Avaluna has to get the hard stepping because the budget is there. And of course, we were one time discussing with Omieto, the man that is Ambrose Biona, saying, guy boss, guys have the budget. They have the car, they can step.
Yeah.
Well, in some of the tactics, it's up to you because you have a counterpart. That is Ambrose Biona with a crew of other rocky drivers who are ready to give you a run for your money. And well, you're so lucky. I would say you're a little bit more lucky that you're having actually a passionate person who is ready to give you a backup. It could be one of our last one. What other sports do you enjoy apart from motorsport?
I enjoy volleyball.
True.
I enjoy boxing.
Boxing is a passion too. Huh?
Boxing is my...
You're going for the craziest games. Why? Rugby, boxing. Too much of energy to put out.
Energy when you still have energy.
True.
And rally.
Rally. Did you happen to dream of one time to have yourself seated behind the wheel?
No.
Why? Family?
Family. But they also have family, but I don't look at it as something I should engage in. Yeah, because it has some other complications I don't like.
That you don't
you may like the sport, but you don't want to actively engage yourself in participate in that sport. Yeah. But I actively engage in volleyball. I actively engage in boxing. I like it.
Yeah, I see the Masijula pull out. So it seems like who has ever drunk the panty. Well, that is too much of. We could have a lot to do. And of course, we're ready to stay. Cityville is here to stay. And by just virtue of that, they are proudly the sponsors of this very show. It's Motorsport. It's always on Saturday, 5 to 6 p.m. And the repeat of this show is always at, it's always running from time 11:30 a.m. to 6 to midday. 1/2 midday, that's when you always have this repeat of this show. I'm reminding you, Cityville is just next over. You just make steps. If I could use the language of rally, it's just moving a little bit like 200 meters as you turn from WBS on your turn right to turn left to the city center, and before the T junction for Bukoto flats, white flats. I know, I'm directing city bonds, and of course, if I talk the T junction of Bukoto flats, it's where on your right, Cityville is just slightly after there. And remember, they have a lot packed for you, both monthly, daily, and of course seats. We the rally guys will had a chance to rub soldiers with many guys, our fans, and whoever feels like you want to rub soldiers with their fans, your fan base. You've actually added on your Adeline rally drivers behind the wheels. You may be always pop in the first month of every Friday of the first month, every Friday of the month, and you always have to rub soldiers with the rally guys, your darling drivers. And of course, the other guys who always happen in other normal days, the Caribbean night is always on every Saturday. And of course, and after the Caribbean night, we have a lady active every Friday with the best different DJs around town. And of course, old school. You may have been to Budo, you may have been at Namiliango, and those who I may not mention where I came from, it's far away, but also had the chance to go to the elite class of schools with a mix of we who didn't go to the high schools, the big schools. We have a schools night every Wednesday of the day, and of course the management is looking at rebuild up, actually raise again the point of having a live band every Friday. It's Citizen, your elite stop center, where you always have every day evening. Just give me the WDS, let's get into the break. I'll come back again with another local beat.